Wow, so I got a pretty good stretch on that one. That's a B suspended. Okay, and I'm just hitting the 5 strings. Don't accidentally hit that 6th string. Accuracy counts in guitar playing. You're just going for 5 strings. Make sure you get all 5. And you got to stretch that pinky out a little bit. Get him loosened up. Remember, we can always do our finger exercise, strengthen that, limber up that hand a little bit. If your pinky doesn't want to do that initially, remember, limberness in your hand takes time, just like stretching takes time. If you wanted to start stretching with big muscles, it's the same way with little muscles. Even though you may not be able to get that right now, that doesn't mean you're ever going to get it. It just means you need to limber up that hand a little bit. B suspended. Now, the last one I want to cover is B. Now, you may think, well, that should have been the first. Well, there's a couple little problems with B. There's 2 different ways you can finger it. If you'll notice the first fingering down there, I've got a bar all the way here, and then I've got 2nd, 3rd, and 4th all squinched in here on that 4th fret, and they're all squinched right underneath each other, which is pretty tricky to get when you're just starting out. So that's the accurate way to play that. Now that may be a little tricky for you. An easier way, not quite as accurate a way to play it, but an easier way, and a lot of guys use it, so it's nothing wrong with it, is they take this B, and then they just bar all 3 of these with your 3rd finger. See that? So instead of doing this, they just bar that. Now, the problem is that you can't play that last string. You end up with a dead string there. So, or if you're sloppy, you bar the whole thing and you end up with the wrong chord. So you either got to get off of that string or don't play that last string. Okay? So this way you can play all 5 of them. With this form, you just do the inside 4. See how that works? Okay? Those are basically the 5 forms. Let's go through a couple of the exercises that you have in your book. Okay, let's look at some of those bar chord exercises on the 5th string, using our 5th string bar forms. Okay? Number 1 starts out with that B minor. Okay? Here we go. Form it, finger nice and straight, wrist low and forward. Here we go. B minor, ready, go. 2, 3, 4. Now you need to slide up just 1/2 step up to C minor. Remember we talked about sliding? Don't reposition every note. Just let up the pressure, scoot up your hand a 1/2 step. Now you're at C minor. Now we're going to scoot up to D minor. 2, 3. One more scoot up to E minor. Let's jump back down to B minor. Good. See how that works? If you try to reset your chord every time, you'll find that that slows you way down. Just practice that a little bit, playing the chord, releasing it. You don't need to bring your fingers off of the strings, just release the pressure. Shift your hand up to where it needs to be, put the pressure back down. It's a lot more efficient in your chording with that. Let's look at number 2. Starts on that B minor again. Ready, play. Now C major. So I shift up to C, and if I can squeeze all my fingers in there, I get C major. Then I go back down to B minor. Now I shift up to D. I'm going to use that other form. But I have to remember, don't hit that last string. Okay, let's do that one again. B minor. C. B minor. D. Good. Now, let's shift it up a little bit. Let's skip over to number 5. Okay? Let's see. Number 5 starts on that E flat. Right here. Ready? Go. 2, 3. C minor 7th. Jump down to C. Just continue that same rhythm. Then F minor 7th. Big jump up to the, what is that, 5th, 6th, 7th fret? 8th fret. Jump